Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Christopher Key, vaccine police. Yeah, he did. He did get me, canceled back in October of 21, but I forgive him. It's my fault. I interviewed him, but he was telling the truth about the vaccine way too early. It was like October of 21, and he was out there, I'm vaccine police. They're killing you. And I just recorded it, and everything was canceled on me. So Christopher's going to introduce himself. He's got some products, some health products, make you strong. I can feel it already. But Christopher, why don't you tell him who you are?
Brother, are you still whining about getting kicked off because of me? Are you still blaming me for that? Seriously?
It's the truth, and it'll set you free.
Hey, did you tell your audience about you having a mask on when we were in Chicago at the bridge?
I had to.
Why? I didn't.
I know, but you were just like getting ready to get arrested. I need to stay on the streets, dude.
Hey, we need to check.
Undercover.
We need to check to see if you have any balls. Are you really a man or are you a tranny?
This is Christopher, guys. This is what you're gonna have to put up in this for the next half hour if you want to. I hope you're not as fuzzy as you look on this screen, man. It's gonna be really problematic if I see you look. You look really like. Do you look clear on your screen?
I look perfectly clear on my end.
Ah, well, if you look perfectly clear, it must be blurry. Anyway.
I think that's your eyes that are blurry, brother.
Yeah, let me ask a question to you, Christopher. I know you're not going to answer. Okay, you ready?
Ask.
How old are you?
I will never tell that, brother. That is one question that I will not answer. Actually, I don't know how old I am. I'd have to go do the math, brother. I'm serious. But my birthday is September 15th, which is about 15 days away.
I think it's a national holiday from what I hear.
They shut down everything, brother.
Nice. Okay, tell them about you.
Guys, real quick, I am the least of these. This is why the establishment can't stand me. Christ is my name. Christ is in me. He's in my name. My last name, never forget it, is Key. God's given us the keys to open up the doors that Satan never wanted open. But we have to do this together. We got to quit being divided because you're Jewish, I'm Catholic, you're black, I'm white. We all bleed red. I've been part of 4 national championships, 3 Super Bowls. I've been on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I've been on 60 Minutes, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert. They've written every hit piece they can to try to discredit who I am and what I do. But my greatest accomplishment in life was the day I became a father. And Mustang, you have children, and you'll do anything for your kids. You got 3, I've got 2. I've got twins. And when I became a father, Mustang, my twins were born with the most rare disease on the planet called phenylketonuria, otherwise known as PKU, where my twins, Mustang, will never eat protein. No milk, no chicken, no cheese, no fish, no birthday cake, no ice cream, no bean protein, 0 nada protein. If they do, Mustang.
What do they eat?
Hold on. If they do eat protein, it goes straight to the brain, and it causes the most extreme mental retardation there is. Okay? They can only eat certain fruits and vegetables, and they have to be careful with those. That they basically live off this medical formula that they drink that gives them all the essential amino acids that they need to survive. Okay? So anyway, Mustang, I used to be well respected in health and wellness. I helped bring to market a device called the BiPod. All my professors laughed at me, said I could never sell this $35,000 unit. But I went on to sell it to the Buffalo Bills, Indianapolis Colts, the Air Force Academy, the Naval Academy. Every major university in the country now has it. It's the gold standard around the world. And I love research, Mustang, and I love the temple. And I tell everybody, you can't go preach God's word if you don't take care of this temple. And they're poisoning the temple with the water, the food, the air, the supplements, the frequency. They're poisoning everything, okay? And you people have to wake up or wake up.
RFK Jr. would agree with you.
Who?
RFK Jr. agrees.
Well, RFK Jr., I love him, God bless him, but RFK Jr. wants a safe vaccine. Now, everybody listening, hear me when I tell you, there will never, ever, ever be a safe vaccine. No vaccine should ever be given to an animal, much less a precious child. And be careful with this because President Trump and Robert Kennedy Jr. are going to bring with the next plandemic, because the last one was not a pandemic, it was a plandemic, and they're going to create another plandemic, and they're going to come out with their safe vaccine. And this vaccine will be the kill shot. And you guys need to wake up.
You know what I think, though?
Huh?
Christopher, what I think? What I think is that I think that they created so much pessimism around the Pfizer thing because everybody still got it. Everybody still got it.
I didn't.
It didn't work.
Don't say everybody. I didn't. My children didn't.
You didn't get COVID.
Huh?
You didn't get COVID.
I know I didn't get COVID. Hell no.
I got 3 times.
Yeah, and you
3
said I
times.
gave it to you when I had a cough one day, and then you were
Oh
in
yeah, you
bed.
did give me the first case.
You were in bed.
You did give me the first case.
I didn't get no
I
COVID.
just remember that. Okay. Let me jump into this interview
Try
with the story.
to
Okay.
jump in.
So, all right. So Christopher and I always call him Vaccine Police. He calls me Mustang. Obviously, I'm William Wheating. But we had met during the events with Clay Clark at the Reawaken America tour. I went there to Florida. Did we meet in Florida, or where did we meet? Which state?
We did meet in Florida. You had the skirt on in Michigan.
It was a kilt.
The kilt.
It was a kilt.
I call it a skirt. It was a skirt, dude. You Mustang. I promise you guys, he doesn't have balls. He's wearing a skirt. He's you identify as a tranny or what, dude? Do you?
Christopher, the BAL thing is not good on a Christian show. Okay, hold it back. Dial it back a little bit.
Are you male or not? Are you a male or not? What do you identify as, Mustang?
I'm a guy.
Hey, I've identified as a woman.
That's how I identify. I'm a guy.
Mustang. I've identified as a woman many times going through TSA security because I don't like to get raped by a man. So I identify as a woman, and I get women to pat me down. Two can play at that game.
Can you see why? I spend very little time with Christopher because he just goes off on these tangents. I got to try to rein him back. Then he gets crazier. So Christopher, I'm going to tell the story. Okay. So anyway, I'm hanging out. He has a couple that was a very nice couple, shared the house with us. It was his friend, and they shared with me. So we went back and we went for the last day in Michigan, and he's running around with his megaphone. The vaccine's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. And I'm sitting there and I'm videoing him, right? Well, I'm driving back like 3 hours later. I'm going from Michigan to DC. I lived in DC at the time. And I get an email. It pops up on my push notification. Says lifetime ban on PayPal. I'm like, oh! At the time, I was bringing in $1,000 a week of donations. It was a great time. A lot of people supported me through Facebook. I had 15,000 people on Facebook. A lot of them are women, divorced or widowed, and they were really helping me out, keeping me going. So they closed the PayPal account, lost there. They closed the Facebook account, so 15,000 people don't know I'm back. MustangMedic on Facebook still exists, but I can't get access to it. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. And then they closed down my Venmo, and they closed down my Instagram. My Instagram account now has got like 400 people. I got my name back. I used to have like 15,000. And I'm not going to go into the whole financial thing. I'm just doing this for God right now, and he's got me. So anyway, because of the video I did of him, they shut me down.
Take ownership of it. Have a pair of gonads and own it, okay? Own it.
Oh, I did it. It was my choice to video you.
Well, again, you were doing God's work.
Obviously,
listen. Listen. Your listeners and everybody needs to comprehend that every vaccine that's ever been created since polio is a bioweapon. And I'll prove it to every one of you, okay? Listen to me real quick, okay? When my children were born with this rare disease, I went to my pediatrician. I said, Doc, my kids have this PKU. What can you tell me about PKU and vaccines? Because he was wanting to vaccinate my children that day 27 years ago. And he said, Mr. Key, I don't know anything about PKU and vaccines, but what I do know is your children are part of this new schedule where they're going to get it, 72 vaccines before they're 18 years of age. This was 27 years ago. And I said, Doc, why? And he said, Mustang, I don't know. Okay, so the doctor comes back in the room. He will not look at me, Mustang. And he says, Christopher, there are no studies. But Christopher, they have to be safe. They've been approved by the CDC, the FDA, the AMA. You don't trust us? I said, no, I don't trust you, dude. I said, you told me there were 10,000 studies. Now you're telling me there's not one, and you want me to trust you? He says, you're raising your voice.
Did your kids get the shot of the vaccines?
Hell no.
Where did they go to school at then?
Again, listen to me, okay? Please. Depending on, as long as you don't live in California or New York or Mississippi or Chicago, there is a law, and they won't tell you. They tell you the law is you have to be vaccinated to enter school. That's not the law. The law says you have to be vaccinated, or you can have a religious, medical, or philosophical exemption depending on what state you live in, okay? So no, my kids did not get that vaccine. And here I'm going to tell you this, Mustang. My medical doctor and your medical doctors have not taken an oath to do no harm since 1972. You know what happened in 1972, Mustang? Let me tell you. You want to know what
The
happened?
Hippocratic Oath?
They haven't taken it since 1972. Why? Because 1972 was when Roe versus Wade passed and they could murder our babies. Okay? This true story. I was talking to a two-term senator and a House of Representative that was a medical doctor in Georgia, and I told him this, and he said, Christopher, we haven't taken the oath to do no harm since 1972 because of Roe versus Wade. So again, there is no vaccine that should ever be injected into an animal, much less a child. And I'm going to prove it to all your listeners right now. Okay, 1986, Ronald Reagan passed the Vaccine Injury Act that exempt, Mustang, all vaccine companies from any and all liability. Mustang, would you love to have a company where the government came in and said, look, we don't care who you kill. We don't care who you harm. You're exempt of any and all liability. And we're going to do you a step better. We're going to mandate that everybody buys your product. Wouldn't you love to have a company like that, Mustang?
It sounds like a profitable business. It definitely sounds profitable.
Well, look at the pharmaceutical companies. They own everything, Mustang. And listen, 1986, Ronald Reagan passed the Vaccine Injury Act, okay, that exempt all vaccine companies from any and all liability. They said, look, we got to hold them accountable. So how are we going to hold them accountable? We're going to make them do safety studies. Not every year, because that would be way too many safety studies. They said, we're going to make them do safety studies every other year. And Robert Kennedy Jr. sued HHS in 2018. The company he's now head of, not the company, the government agency he's head of, he sued HHS in 2018 to release the safety studies they were supposed to do every other year for 33 years. You know how many they done, Mustang? Take a guess how many they done.
2.
0.
Wow.
And you wonder why, Mustang, I get so pissed off about these vaccines. Because, brother, I love you, man. And I love God's children. And why would you ever inject an aborted fetus, MRC-5, the little baby they murdered, they grow out your vaccines, WI-38, the little baby girl that they murdered to grow out your vaccines. That's in their vaccines, and we can't figure out why little boys and little girls don't know if they got a pecker or a vagina.
How do you prove that fact, what you just said? How do you
Dude,
prove
all you got to do right now is Google.
Thing?
No, listen, you can watch the video of me talking to the FDA, Laura, and when I got her to break all this down over the phone, and anybody can just Google right now, MRC-5, Google WI-38, okay? That is the little baby boy and little baby girl that they murdered, that they used to grow out your vaccine, and they're immortal, okay? And there was a study that was done, I can't think of it right now, where it proved that there was 172 potential cancer genes in this aborted fetus. And I asked Laura with the FDA, why can't y'all find another one that maybe just has 1 or 2? You know, I mean, come on. But listen to this, Mustang. Do you know what happened in 2010? 2010, Wyatt Pharmaceutical Companies got sued by Bushwick. It was a family, okay? And that ruling in 2010 ruled, and hear me when I tell you this, it ruled that all vaccines are unavoidably unsafe. Did you hear what I just said? You won't hear that from the television, the talking parrots, or the prostitutes on Fox or NBC or CBS. But this was your U.S. Supreme Court that ruled all vaccines are unavoidably unsafe. And that basically said, if you guys are so foolish and so uninformed, and you choose to inject your precious child with any vaccine, you deserve the death, the damage that is done to you and your child.
I think this interview is going to get about 3 views on YouTube. I got 157,000 followers. I'll get 3 views. I'll be like, son of a gun.
Christopher did it again. But
look, no, it's okay. I'm getting a lot more views than they're showing me. But yeah, that's pretty hardcore, dude. I like the fact that you're backing up with stuff that people can look up and find out about that information. That's cool. What are you doing now? What is your normal modus operandi? What's your account on X and YouTube and stuff? What is that?
Well, again, people don't realize this, but they came from me before they did Alex Jones or anybody else. 11 years ago, that they fined me hundreds of millions of dollars, shut my operation down. I was the first guy to get kicked off of Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter 11 years ago. And I've been kicked off.
First guy?
Huh?
The first guy, number
Okay,
uno
I don't know if
mono?
I was the first guy, but one of the first
Okay.
major players that got kicked
Oh,
off of Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter before Alex Jones. Okay, I woke up one morning, $250,000 cash in my checking account, gone. All my assets, everything we own, seized. And I've got a court order for life. I can't have anything to do with health, wellness, and pain management in my great state of Alabama because we were helping people without drugs, without chemicals, without surgery. Because Mustang, this temple that God created perfectly will, hear me, it will heal itself from any and all things when you give it what God intended it to have. And this is why we were part of 4 national championships, 3 Super Bowls. And Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, sent all my athletes letters saying if they did not disassociate from me, they would be suspended from the league. It then went to Major League Baseball, then went to the PGA, then went to the NCAA. My technology is real, Mustang. We sent you some the other day. Have you been using it all now, or are you still scared of it?
I'm using it.
Well, look, this is one of the things. I'm not going to sell your guys anything. What I'm going to do is give it away. Okay, this right here, so many people out there, Mustang, have pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, elbow pain. This little chip right here, which is a hologram, you take this little guy, put it anywhere you have pain, Mustang, instantaneously, the pain is greatly decreased, if not gone. Instantly. My professors at the University of Alabama, when they did the first randomized double-blind placebo study, they came back and said, Christopher, it's a freaking sticker. How is it we did thermal imaging photography and we would take a photo of somebody having shoulder pain, we see all that red heat there, we put 3 of your chips there, wait 90 seconds, do a second photo, and it's completely gone. It's completely green with a little bit of yellow. Why, Mustang? Because
And
God
you're
spoke.
wondering?
Do what?
Okay, sorry.
Because God spoke and we were. Everything is frequency. You need to read the book, The Body's Electric by Robert Becker. Right now, they're killing you with the frequencies. You need to put this on the back of all your cell phones, your laptops, any electronic device. They're about to crank up this 5G. You can't see it right now, but there's frequencies all around me that affect you very, very negatively. Okay? Go do the research. All this right here, we have proven this for over 30 plus years. Everybody says I'm bat crazy, and I am. And I tell people, don't believe nothing I tell you today. Do what the Lord commands you to do, and that is test and prove all things. Not some thing, Mustang, but all things. And I promise He'll show you the truth. Go ahead.
Did you say don't do the research or do the research?
I said do the research. I said don't trust me.
I thought I misheard you.
I said don't trust me. Go do
I was like,
the
wait
research.
a minute. Thank you.
Well, look.
Let's go back to you coughing all over me. Let's go back to that part of the story, I think.
Coughing
I don't think
all
I
over
finished
you.
that.
I didn't get sick, dude. You got no immune system because you've taken your flu shot and your hepatitis B and your measles and your
Let me jump in. So anyway, Christopher's like graciously offered me to stay at his hotels. I had to drive all the way back. We drove all over the place. He's behind me with his high beams on, driving me out of my mind. I'm calling him. He's talking to other people. I'm like, dude, get off the phone. You're blinding me. He was following me. So we get there, it's just like this, what you're seeing right here on the video. This is what he's like. This is who he is. And we go, right? And we get up to the hotel room. Of course, we're heterosexual, separate beds. And he's facing
we
me.
had one king bed. You didn't cuddle up to
Yeah,
me.
right. Yeah. He's facing me, right? He's laying in bed like he's sleeping. He's like this. And I'm like, the germs are just like flying all over me. I got the cover over me.
To build your immune system.
I'm trying to breathe with
Then
the
throw
sheet
over
on my
to the
nose.
other side, you pansy.
And I did. You were coughing so much it was blowing all over the room. And so I was like, ah. So anyway, I ended up going home and I got COVID, man. Within 3 days, I had COVID. And I'm like, Christopher, you gave me COVID. He's, no, I didn't, man. I made you healthier. I'm like, no, you gave me COVID. So anyway, I got canceled and I got COVID from this guy right here. Okay, I'm done my story.
I'm the champ.
Go ahead. Back to you, Christopher.
Okay, well, look. The sad thing is, Mustang, your immune system is shot. You wore a mask like the rest of the pansies out there, breathing back in.
Only sometimes. Hold on. You wore a mask like the rest of the pansies.
No,
I
did not. Okay. I never, ever put a mask on.
Dude,
I went to jail.
Just said it about
I went to jail twice, dude.
Christopher. I'm saying about me, not you.
Oh, okay.
You made this accusation that I'm a pansy wearing a mask, and I want to clarify something. While I was in D.C., I stopped wearing a mask. I got to know all the security guards at all the restaurants and everything. They all looked at me as they were telling people they couldn't go in because they didn't have any masks. I looked at them. And they're like, go ahead. I was walking around without a mask on in D.C., so don't be calling me a pansy. Go ahead.
But again, in Chicago, when they try to freaking throw my damn phone down, you had 2 masks on there, and yeah.
I did not. You're a liar. You're a bull-faced liar.
You had
Oh,
a mask
okay.
on, though. You did have
Do you
one
want to tell
on.
this? Do you want to tell the story? I could say it. I say it better. You want me to tell the story?
Tell the story.
All right. So Christopher and I are driving around. Jets are flying over to some kind of show in Chicago. I've never been in Chicago in a car. We're driving,
We were on
following
that
him.
lady's bridge. That they murdered her, remember? That was her bridge. We put up my banner that said vaccines kill.
Yeah, and you know what?
She
After
ended up
your
dead.
bridge experience, you know what? I know she's dead. Was that insensitive? I think it was insensitive. Anyway,
God love her. She was a
now
great
I'm-
woman.
No, I'm sure she was. I never saw her though.
Go
I
ahead.
never saw any of her videos. Anyway, so we get there. We get to the supermarket. It was a Walmart or something. What was it? It was Walmart, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was Walmart.
A supermarket. We go in, and there's this one security guard. It's on him. I'm wearing the mask. He's not wearing the mask. He's getting all on his case about not wearing a mask. He starts screaming at him. I'm watching this, and this guy's getting really pissed off. And I'm just like, whoa, okay, all right. This is going on right in front of me. It's not normal for me. It's normal for him. And I'm just like, what's going on here? And this guy was like a Mexican, right? Mexican security guard, just getting all on his face. Then he went to the black manager or woman. I'm just telling you the details so you can visualize what's going on. And he slaps his phone out of his hand,
I'm
and it
videotaping
goes
him. I'm
flying. And then
videotaping
he
him.
tells,
And he's telling me to put a mask on, and he slaps my phone down on the ground.
he did, but you were putting it in his face. You were
And
putting it
look,
in his face.
I was not putting his. I was recording him because for my protection, Mustang.
It was like this. Wait, it was like this. This is what it was like.
Again, for my protection.
Wait,
This guy.
motion,
Hey, no, stop. This guy was coming after me, was he not? He was coming after me, telling me I had to put a mask on. And I said, no,
He
I
was getting
don't.
aggressive with you, and he slapped your phone out of your hand. It was bad. And the manager did nothing about it. She did nothing. They were just like, you can leave. I'm like, we can leave? I'm like,
I didn't leave. I finished shopping. I went and bought my stuff, and I didn't put a freaking mask on because I never
well,
will.
let me do the slow motion again. Oh.
Hey, we had a good time, and I think I woke Mustang up, and I helped him grow a pair because he's like, oh, wow. You did because you saw, and I helped you see that you don't have to bow down to this tyranny, dude. Just because somebody tells you to
tyranny, dude. I was wearing a kilt in D.C. That's not bowing down to. That's not bowing down to
with your
tyranny.
freaking mask, dude.
I was not, dude. I got tons of videos showing I'm not wearing a mask. You got to stop saying that. I got plenty of evidence. I got 7,000 videos
I
of me
saw
without
when we
a mask.
went to Chicago, you bowed down and put a mask on, dude.
I wanted to go in the store. I wasn't
went
looking
in the
to create
store.
all
I didn't
that
have to put a
havoc.
mask on. I stood my ground, and if all the men would do this, it would stop. If we would unite.
I think we're just gonna have this as the interview. Forget the first part. This is more real than the last. We had to do 2 clips because his phone.
No, you got to tell the first of it because I got to walk through who I am so your listeners know who I am. But look, we got to
summarize it, man.
Do what?
Summarize it. They know who you are now. Just summarize it. Do it.
So I'm the guy that's been part of 4 national championships, 3 Super Bowls. I've been on the cover of Sports Illustrated, 60 Minutes, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert. But my greatest accomplishment in life was the day I became a father. And Mustang, that's when everything changed for me because my twins have the most rare disease on the planet called phenylketonuria. Well, they'll never eat protein. No milk, no chicken, no cheese, no fish, no birthday cake, no ice cream, no nothing. And because of their rare disease, I was forced to test and prove all things. I love vaccines. I was one of the biggest pushers of vaccines in the country in Alabama at my health clubs because I thought they cured polio. And then I found out a plumber cured polio. Did you know that, Mustang? A plumber cured polio. Yeah, go look it up. A plumber
How do you do that with a crescent wrench? How do you do it?
With indoor plumbing. The reason why we got polio, because we had feces all over the streets. We had no refrigeration and whatnot. And then when they finally got indoor plumbing, polio went away. Polio was gone before the vaccine came out. The vaccine killed people, and they just reclassified polio with different names, okay? Don't believe...
I want to know what the plumber did, though. I want to know how the plumber did it.
Indoor plumbing, retard.
What do you mean indoor plumbing? If that fixes polio, indoor plumbing?
Yes. You're laughing at me. It's the truth, dude.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the way we talk to each other. I'm not laughing at you. And I'm looking at the lens, just for the record.
Okay. But now look, let's be serious here, okay? Because
all right, go ahead.
You can't go preach God's word if you don't take care of your temple. And this is what I've done for nearly 27 years because of my twins is find out ways to take back this temple. Because like I told you earlier, Mustang, that they're poisoning with the water, the food, the air, the supplements, the frequencies. They're poisoning with everything. And Mustang, I believe there is no disease. That's my belief, okay? I believe all there is lack of cell-to-cell communication, okay? When the cells quit communicating with each other, it causes inflammation, okay? That inflammation, Big Pharma's given many names like cancer, COVID, measles, mumps, AIDS. All you have to do, Mustang, is make the cells start talking again. Okay, well, how do you do that, Mustang? I showed you guys earlier. Really simple. These little chips right here will make the cells communicate. And then if you have any pain, where's my pain chips at? Did you take my pain chips, Mustang? Seriously, son. Oh, here they are. This right here, you have any pain, like I love to do this. If you got a headache, you take one and put right where the headache is. Instantaneously, the pain is gone. And people laugh at me, make fun.
You kind of look like an Indian, though. You kind of look like an Indian.
I don't care what it looks like. If you got a headache and it hurts and it goes away, who cares?
I just want to let you know. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it.
What?
Go ahead. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay. So again, I love it. I love it when it doesn't work for somebody. And these are free. If anybody, I'll ship these anywhere in the world for free, except my great state of Alabama. I've got a court order for life. I cannot ship it to you in Alabama. If you live in Alabama, you're going to have to find somebody that lives in Mississippi or Florida. And if I ship it to them and they ship it to you, I've got no control over that. But
will you get arrested in Alabama if you drive through Alabama?
No, well,
there's no warrant out for your arrest.
It's civil. That they just fined me another $6 million 17 months ago, and that's before the Alabama Supreme Court because I violated my court order. Because when COVID came out, I could not stand down. I had to show people how to take back their temple, and that's when we went public with urine therapy and some other things. That was the antidote.
Urine therapy? Are you going to go there in this interview? Are you going to go there?
Your listeners can't handle that. They can't handle the truth yet. So we'll have to do we'll have to do a follow up with that.
Now insult my listeners. Oh, we'll forgive him, guys. We'll forgive him. He gets excited.
But look. All your listeners, seriously, okay? These little paint chips right here. What are you doing?
Take it off, man.
What?
Take it off for a second. Just you demoed it, okay? Just take it off for the thank you.
You don't like that?
I'm trying to help you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What about this? What about that? You like that? You like that?
It doesn't have to be on an interview. That's all I'm saying. You demoed it. It can
okay,
go.
well, let's stop. Okay, let's go back to being serious, okay? Anybody that wants these, my direct sale, 561-329-8434. That's my direct sale. God told me to take every phone call, return every text. I honor my Father in heaven. If you want these, all you have to do is give me your name, address, and email. It's much easier to go to my website, knn.world. KeyNewsNetwork.world. Spell it, Mustang, WORLD. Don't be LD and go to .org or .com or .info. KNN.world, okay? Can y'all get that?
You just said your cell phone number? You just doxed yourself?
Yes,
you get 40,000 views.
Call me.
You get 40,000.
What?
What, do you got multiple phone numbers?
No, I got 2.
All right. This will be interesting.
Yeah, seriously.
Can't have my cell phone number online. Anyway.
You may give it out to everybody.
No. I'm editing. I'm in control of this interview.
Okay, well, look, seriously.
It's all on me.
Please, call me, text me, and I'll ship these anywhere in the world except for Alabama. This makes the cells communicate again, and then masterpiece. This right here is a miracle. 200 peer-reviewed published papers proving the nanobots, the nanodots, the mercury, the aluminum, the snake venom peptides, the graphene oxide. Even did a study with David Icke's people a couple months back in Australia, making the IP addresses be disconnected. Please, this is being very serious. Dr. Robert Young, one of my very good friends, is in prison right now in San Diego, California, because of this product right here, because they don't want you to get healthy, because if you get healthy, you don't go to the doctor. If you don't go to the doctor, you don't have surgery. If you don't have surgery, you don't have rehab. If you don't have rehab, you don't become an addict. And they want you part of Big Pharma that keeps you on this little wheel that puts a Band-Aid on a problem. Guys, comprehend, Rockefeller Medicine took God's perfect herbs that they couldn't patent and then they added petroleum to them so that they never cure anything. They only put a Band-Aid on a problem that causes another problem, that causes another problem. You wake up now and you're 20 years old and you're taking 20 freaking medications. Wake up or wake out, guys. And finally, the icing on the cake, IGF-1 derived from deer antler velvet. Your listeners probably know Judy Mikovits, Dr. Lee Merritt.
I interviewed her.
Yeah. Beautiful. I was just with Judy 2 days ago in Knoxville, Tennessee. Judy and Dr. Lee Merritt will tell you the building block for life is IGF-1 derived from deer antler velvet. You know right now, Mustang, they're killing the chickens. You know why they're killing the chickens? Would you like me to tell you?
I thought they had a funny look in their eye.
No. They're killing the chickens, brother, because the chickens lay eggs. The eggs have what's called IGF-1, the building block for life. Ask any anti-aging doctor in the world, they'll tell you if you want to stay young, if you want to slow down the aging process, you want to do synthetic HGH. You know what HGH is, right?
But if I can interject, they're not killing the chickens anymore. They were only killing them under the Biden administration. They straightened that whole thing out within like 3 weeks under Trump, President Trump, and they're not killing the chickens anymore. So that's why we got cheaper eggs. Just saying.
Is Trump your daddy or what? I mean, seriously.
I think he's the best president that we've ever had.
I would concur, but I will tell you he's not your Lord and Savior, and trust no man.
Of course he's not my Lord and Savior. I'm a Christian. What are you talking about?
Okay.
We're all sinners.
I'm just
he's
keeping
not
you
my Lord
honest.
And Savior. Don't even insinuate that I think that.
Keeping you honest, because most people do, and it's sad.
What?
Yes.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you something, okay?
Tell me, educate me, brother. Educate me.
Well, first, tell them how to get your products. Tell them that first, and I'll tell the story if I don't forget
guys, real quick. If everybody knows what synthetic HGH is. Most people do. Human growth hormone. Any anti-aging doctor in the world will tell you if you want to stay young, slow down the aging process, you want to do synthetic HGH. I can't afford it. Mustang probably can. It's $4,000 a month.
Mustang probably can.
$4,000 a month. It's synthetic, so I won't have anything to do with it. And you have to inject in your subcutaneous fat. Now, when you do that, your liver transfers it to what's called IGF-1, the building block for life. Okay? Dr. Lentini has deer farms in New Zealand. Their deer, their antlers, Mustang, their antlers are literally the fastest growing substance on planet Earth. They grow a full inch a day. If you go there for 24 hours and you can physically see the antler grow a whole inch. Why, Mustang? Because of the high concentration of IGF-1 on the tip of the antlers. They've been able to freeze dry it out, put into a lipo delivery system that their scientists patent 33 years ago that gives the body 98% absorption. Everybody laughed, made fun of. The patent ran out a few years ago. Now every supplement company that has half a brain is using this delivery system. But more importantly, clinical studies to prove that if you do the 300,000, that's the one I sent you. No, I sent you the 600,000. I sent you the 600,000. I think so.
The bottle looks the same. Anyway,
the bottle, it just shows you the strength. But the 300,000 increases your IGF-1 levels by 60%. So if anybody right now goes to knn.world, not CNN, okay? Don't be a liptard. knn.world, at the very top, it says IGF-1. Click on that. You scroll down, look at all the different products we have. If you use coupon code MM, okay, hear me. If you use coupon code MM, we're going to give you any product you buy, we're going to give you a free bottle of Men's Edge because you men are a bunch of pansies. You've been feminized. I mean, I'm being serious.
Just calling everybody a bunch of pansies is kind of a little bit kind of stereotyping. Just a little bit.
Again, I'm dealing with a bunch of pansies. You men need to be men again. It's not your fault, okay? You've been feminized with all the pesticides, the herbicides, the estrogen. You have. You guys, why do you think, Mustang, they're promoting all these on these television about men's teeth? Because you men's pecker don't get hard anymore. You have no energy no more. I mean, it's the truth, dude. Why can't you handle the truth?
Just don't mention the pecker. I mean, I'm trying to keep it a clean interview here. I don't want to have a whole bunch of editing going on here. No pecker.
Okay, so anyway, you buy any product, and if it was me, I would buy at least a 300,000. I'll take the 600,000. You get the Men's Edge for free, and you get the Sleep Miracle. So this is the special we're doing for all your listeners. You buy any product on the page, you get the Men's Edge for free, and you get a free bottle of Sleep Miracle. You just need to use coupon code MM. You women, we haven't forgotten about you. So many women and men are overweight right now. We've got a weight loss product. We've got a product just for women. Like I said, you buy the women product, your man will get Men's Edge because he needs it, and you'll get a Sleep Miracle product. And again, I'm not trying to be funny. I need men.
Look, man, I'm representing all the guys that aren't pansies. We're no pansies, man. Okay, good.
Hey, well, again, you might have been a little while ago, but since you're taking your Men's Edge, you got your gonads back, and you got your foot back, and you got your yes! I love it. So, guys, please go check this out at knn.world. Use coupon code MM. What did you want to say a minute ago about the vaccines, or what you're talking about Trump being
I'm
your Lord and
61. I
Savior?
already forgot. Don't worry about it.
Do
I
what?
already forgot. I'm 61. I already forgot. Don't worry about it.
You need to work on that, dude.
Yeah, I
Huh?
know.
See
It's
that?
not sometimes I feel like I'm Joe Biden because I'll be like in the middle of a conversation. I'm usually talking to like groups of like 5 or 6 people. Tends to happen, and I'll be talking about something. Somebody will say something. I'll get distracted, and they'll all look back at me, expecting me to continue the story. And I'm like, I can't remember what it was. Know what I say?
What do you say?
You know the thing. You know the thing. That's what Biden always said. You
Is
know
that
the
what he
thing.
always said?
Because he lost his train of thought. He'd be like, and then we're going to be tough on Ukraine. You know the thing. That was a Joe Biden imitation. Anyway.
Hey, when are we going to D.C.? Because I want to go. They're supposed to be back in session, I think the 8th of September.
Next week, yeah.
You want to go? Would you walk through and visit all the senators with me? Because I want to bang down their doors and go in there and raise hell.
You know I have very little money. I can't do that. You can invite me out there, but I can't call my crew, get my private plane like you do. You know what I mean? It's just me hanging on to God with every opportunity I get. Then I just go there. So you have to pay everything. So it's up to you.
When can you come to D.C.? Do you know when they're and where they are and whatnot? Because I want to confront every single one of these weasels. Every one of them are a bunch of pansies.
I would love the video. I would love the video that. I would love the video of that.
Hey, tell me this, Mustang.
They're talking about the bird flu now, huh?
Bird flu, dude. Again, it's all smoke and mirrors. I mean, they're going to have a new pandemic. Wake up, okay? And sadly, they.
I said I know.
Well, I know.
You tell me to wake up for it.
You're finally waking up. You know, maybe you won't put a mask on again, okay?
Oh,
well, what are you going to do when they tell you have to wear? What are you going to? No, it's a true question. When they tell you, when President Trump comes in and says, "Look, this pandemic is like nothing we've ever had before," and we've been
not going to do it.
No, listen to me. And he says, "We've created the safe vaccine because I love you, and you all have to take this. Will you take it then, brother?"
No, because he's not going to do it.
No. But if he does, because it's going to happen. You mark it right here. Robert Kennedy Jr. and President Trump, within the next 12 months, they're going to create a safe vaccine. And they love you.
You're putting this on video, my friend. You're laying down the receipts. We're going to see what happens.
I know it's going to happen, dude.
In 1 year, let's mark this day. What day is it?
Today is August. September. No, it's August 31st. 2025.
Man, days are flying. Yeah, you're right. Last day. August 31st, 2025. Christopher Keys is saying
that President Trump and Robert Kennedy Jr. within a year are going to bring the new safe vaccine that they love you. And this vaccine is completely safe and effective.
Okay, I get the whole thing. So I'm going to jump in. So Christopher's put it on video. It's going to be live here. Everybody bookmark this. Mark your calendars. So when the calendar day comes and it hasn't happened, I want you all to contact Christopher and tell me he was wrong.
I love it when I'm wrong, Mustang, because when I'm wrong, I've learned something. But I've studied.
I want you to be wrong in this situation.
I've studied these satanic Luciferians for over 27 years. This is mass eugenics. You need to hear me on this, Mustang, because their infrastructure is built. They already have. All they need is $500 million to operate that, and that means you and I have to be terminated. Okay? And this was written at the Georgia Guidestones. You know who one of the last people to ever see the Georgia Guidestones before they fell down? You know what? You want to know who saw them?
Alex Jones?
No, you're looking at it.
Who was there? Who filmed it?
You're talking to him, brother. I was there on July 5th. Okay, right at sunset. I pull up. God told me to go there. I pull up. There's this huge rainstorm. As soon as I pull up, no line. I got all this on video. I'll send it to you. I pull up. It stops raining. A rainbow forms over my car. I go tell everybody because 10 years prior I had went there and spent the night. Okay, and I wanted to spend that night, but God told me to leave, and thank God I did because 7 hours later the Georgia Guidestones fell to the ground. True story.
Wow. Well, with those videos, link them to this post that we're going to do, this interview, so that people can see it underneath in the responses. Well, Christopher, I appreciate you.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to share with the viewers before we sign off?
Again, wake up.
Let me say this to you. Say a website again very clearly.
Okay, very clearly. knn.world. Spell it, not
that's
CNN.
pretty short.
Huh?
KNN knn.world.com.
No. Gosh, stop it. You done screwed everybody up. It's
Go ahead.
knn.world. WORLD. Don't be LD and go to .com or .info or .org. It's very simply that's Key News Network .world. Real simple. Not
That's
real hard.
short?
Do what?
Keysnewsnetwork.world?
Oh my God. Now you're
Is
really...
that what your domain is? Is that what your domain name is? Did you just say it's Key, Key,
No.
News,
It's the
NEWS?
algorithm, what is it called when you shorten? It's knn.world. It stands for Key News Network, okay? Because I'm Christopher Key, and this is my news network.
Okay, so say the whole domain name. Say it again. Come on. I'm not clear.
knn.world. Or just call me, 561-329-8434, okay? Just call me up, 561-329-8434. I love you guys. God bless you. And before I close out, I want to say one thing, and this is very serious, okay? To any mothers or any fathers out there listening, okay? If you're going to have a child, please hear me when I tell you this. Your precious wife has been tested for hepatitis B. So the medical doctors know that she doesn't have hepatitis B. Now, the only way your precious child can get hepatitis B is to share needles and or have sex, okay? Before your child is 24 hours old, unless you tell them no, they're going to inject that child with hepatitis B. And I want to ask you a question, everybody that's listening. Do you really think that your children are going to go back to the neonatal and they're going to have a freaking orgy back there and they're going to start injecting each other with needles? I mean, think about that logically. Surely to God, your child's not going to have sex till they're at least 6 years of age. So why in the world would your medical doctors go give that precious child a shot for hepatitis B when the only way they can get it is to have sex or share needles? Can you riddle me that, MustangMedic?
I cannot.
Why?
Because I can't. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, does it?
I know you're not used to me agreeing with you, but I agree.
Well, please do
Doesn't
the
make sense.
research. Your children, my children, are precious, and we have the responsibility to do the research. Okay, don't believe this medical doctor just because he's telling you. And in closing, I want y'all to really hear this. Would you ever go seek out a plumber? We were talking about plumbing a little while ago. Would you ever go seek out a plumber that was practicing how to fix your toilet? You wouldn't do that, would you, Mustang? You wouldn't try to find a plumber that was practicing how to fix. Would you ever, Mustang? Would you ever go try to find somebody that was practicing how to fix your engine? Would you ever go find a mechanic that was practicing how to fix? You wouldn't do that, would you, Mustang?
Nope.
Then why, Mustang? Why do we put so much faith in these men and women that openly say we practice in medicine and we're gonna practice on you?
I think that's the benefit of COVID, because now everybody's questioning it. Now people are basically on the same page as you. That's why very few people are getting vaccinations after COVID, because they lost all their credibility. They're gonna have a really hard time. Even the measles, which has been around for years, and I'm sure there's bad stuff in there, but it's just like everybody's questioning everything, and the illegals are never going to get it. So.
Mustang, when I was a little boy, we had measles parties, dude. I mean, again, we got out of freaking school and we had chicken noodle soup, and now it's a pandemic because this one child in Texas had died. We know for a fact, and hear me on this. We know for a fact, because I dropped all the evidence of this, that child was vaccinated. Okay, that vaccine is what killed that child. That child had the MNR vaccine. And the reason why the media was able to say that child was not vaccinated for measles, because to be considered vaccinated by the CDC, you have to get both of the measles vaccines. So if you don't get both of them, you're considered unvaccinated. I bet you didn't know that, did you, Mustang? Guys, please do not believe anything I've told you today. Do what the Lord commands you to do, and that's test and prove all things. Please, right now, me and Mustang are so shadow bad. You need to comprehend the power that everybody that's listening to this has. You've got the power. All you have to do is share this information with one person. One will turn to two will turn to four, and before you know it, 6.5 billion people around the world, because it ain't round, it's flat. But anyway, around the world will finally comprehend the satanic Luciferian agenda that's happening all around the world. Do what?
You're doing flat Earth? Dude.
Mustang, you really think you're on a ball spinning?
You are not a flat earther.
Mustang, do you really believe that you're on a a ball spinning through the universe
Oh,
at
this is a
600.
whole nother subject. Maybe we'll
Hey,
do
hey,
another
hey, hey,
interview.
Mustang.
This will go way too long on flat
The
Earth.
Bible said it is set on pillars unmovable. Did you miss that part of the reading or what? On the
You are
four
so
corners of
snarky,
the earth. Did
man.
you miss that?
He's
Did you miss
Christopher is
that?
so snarky. You hear it? Hear it? See what I have to put up with? Anyway, tell him your website again, Christopher. Tell him.
KNN.world. KNN.world. You can call me at 561
Is there a
329.
.com? Is there a .com or a .org at
I'm
the
going
end?
to
How
slap
can
your
it
head.
be knn.world? That's not a domain name.
Yes,
That's
it
not a
is.
domain name.
Yes, it is.
Is it WO or W just spelled out world?
It's www.knn.world. Don't be LD like freaking Mustang here and go to .com or .info or .org. It's knn.world.
All right, well, I understand it. I don't know how it works, but I understand what you said. .world. Got it. knn.world.
And then use coupon code MM to get the discount and the free product. Can you handle that?
I can handle it.
Mustang, I love
So,
you, brother.
Christopher, I love you back, man. I knew it was going to be a good interview. See, Christopher's real.
I'm sorry I gave you COVID. Not. I'm sorry I got you kicked off YouTube.
Dude, you totally gave me COVID. Totally.
I did not. How did I give you COVID when I never had it? I've never had it, dude. How did I give it to you?
It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why.
Do you know? Hey, but seriously, do you know that event was the one that I exposed? And Clay Clark called me up because I was the one that was videotaping where they were spraying all that stuff on us. And remember, seriously, note the guy that calls himself the Frog. I did an interview with him, and he ended up dying. Did you know that?
I know. He actually he was going to interview me in DC.
Well, that was where they were shooting the stuff into the arena, and I did have a cough for one day, and I took all the stuff to build up my immune system, and it went away. And how long were you in bed for then after that? Huh?
The first time or the third time? Which one?
See,
I got 3 times, huh?
Again,
I was down for like 10 days, dude.
Hey, how long have you been taking the IGF-1 now? Seriously, have you been taking this now? How long have you been taking it?
About a week and a half.
Okay. Are you doing your masterpiece?
I don't know if I got that.
Oh, well, if you didn't get this, I'll drop that in the mail today.
I don't think I got that one. I don't recognize that.
Okay, I think I did just send you the Men's Edge, and I gave you the because again, I don't know if you got the gonads yet. We're going to see if we can get your gonads to drop. Okay. Have you went through puberty yet? Have you went through puberty yet?
Oh, dude. You look great for 102. I just want you to know that. All right, it's Christopher Keys. So
there's only one of me. It's not an S. It's not an S. It's Key.
Christopher Key.
The world couldn't handle two of me, dude. Seriously.
Now it'd be like some kind of explosion. The world would shake and everybody would die. Anyway, what was I going to ask you? See, you do the longest ending, man. I keep trying to get you to the ending, but you just keep going and going. We've had 3 good endings, but no, you wouldn't give me anything. So this is our ending, Christopher. This is our ending. We're owning it. We're keeping it real. And tell them your X account name.
The Christopher Key Show.
Never mind. It's the marketing thing. It's just trying to keep it shorter. A little shorter. MustangMedic. You know what I mean? It's just a suggestion, but you're not going to change. It's okay. You are who you are, and I appreciate that. Who knows? Maybe you'll see Christopher and I in DC. He's going to have to pay my way. We'll see if that happens. I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe not. If you don't see me in DC, and he said, screw you, Will. But Christopher's a great guy. He is who he is. He's real. And on his website, KSN.WORLD. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just world.
It's Key News Network. KNN.world. Just call me 561-329-8434.
I'll have figured it out when I post it. So just look at the copy. It'll be up there. I don't know. I got something about your domain name. I don't know why.
Love you guys. God bless. Do not forget to get your pain chips, okay? These are so important. Any pain in your body, I'll ship them out for free. I just need your name, address, and email. Cool. Love you. Thank you for letting me come on here, brother. God bless.
Hey, God bless you. And that's very cool. You're offering that free to people. That's cool. Stand behind your stuff. Rock on, Christopher.